Yeah, buddy! And we are live in real life at 2:43 p.m. Just outside of Toronto time, parked outside of the gym. In the saddle again. Hope you're all doing well. I am here. I am good. I am alive. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I have everything that I need except for one thing. But I hope you're all good. I hope everybody's doing well. Good to see everyone. Happy Friday. Yes. Fuh. Fuh. That was a big fuh. Yeah, buddy. What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy beautiful Friday. I'm happy to be here. I'm thrilled to be here. Friday afternoon. Hope you're all doing well. Let us know what you're wearing. Let us know how life is treating you. Let's get some air in here. Let's get some airflow. Air, please. Rich, Sob. Sob says this is awesome. I love hearing that. You're awesome, Sob. Hope you're doing well. Germs says cheers. What's on the agenda for today, Germs? Today, on the agenda. Hello from Wales. Hi, Wales. Happy Friday, Rizzard. Good to see Rizzard. Turned On is here. Tool is wearing Shalimar EDP. Good stuff. When's the last time you worn the moon? Oh, it's been a while. It's been a long while since I worn the moon, the night, dawn. Enrique is in Beau de Jour. When's the last time you wore the moon? When's the last time you wore the moon? Send it today, Pure Distance M. Lovely. Lovely. I've got a small sample of that. That's wicked stuff. Wicked stuff. Too bad that it's gone. You're lucky to have some. Anyone that has Pure Distance M is lucky to have some. Ven is in Italian Cyprus. Shame it was discontinued. Yeah. I'm hoping Amber Absolute comes back in the signature. Quack. Let us know what you're wearing, Pearly. Let us know how life is treating you. But no, I'm just kind of getting my day started here. Gonna hit the gym. Gonna go grab the boys, the bois. And it's kind of like Mother's Day weekend, so there'll be a lot going on actually this weekend. The Guerlain Legendaire are unbeatable, I'm telling you. Bro, we've been screaming it from the rooftop for the last 10 years. Guerlain. OG Guerlain, yeah, absolutely. The new Pure Distance M is not bad either. So that's like the MVO2Q or something that Antoine Lee did, right? I've not smelled that yet. I have not smelled it. But the first one was done by Roja Dove, wasn't it? Roja Dove. Hello, Michael John. Good to see you. What would you do if Louis Vuitton Mount Hennessy offered to buy at Les Ups today? I wouldn't do anything until I would be able to read the offer. What would you do? What would you do if Louis Vuitton Mount Hennessy came to offer you money for your baby? How would you respond? Like, in one sense, you're given all this newfound money that you have, because perfume is expensive, right? Perfume is expensive to create. Now you have all this all new opportunity. You have a new opportunity to create, but at the same time, I imagine Louis Vuitton would want something that would get, a return on their dividend. You know what I mean? So it's a catch-22. Michael John is in Hermes Oud Alizon. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, good to see all you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Still miss your Hermescence overview video. That ever coming back? You know what? For some reason, like, I was asked to remove that video. It's not because of me. It's because of somebody else. So, and yeah, I've gotten a few requests to remove videos because of certain people were in them. So Maybe I can do another one. But I know certain people always ask about that video for some reason. All right, Boz, enjoy your stream, bud. Good seeing you. Hope all is well. Well, what's everyone wearing? I'm just wearing the new Les Abs. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this. Oh, where did you go? Eau Sauvage. I see some people are enjoying Eau Sauvage as well. Steven says, if the offer was fair, I would accept it. Maybe your fragrances would end up being a little diluted, but imagine the reach. Seeing your fragrances sold everywhere would be cool. It would be cool. It would, I mean, I guess it would be like a dream come true, but I mean, it's all just banter right now, you know what I mean? All this alcohol is going to be bad for the skin every day. Yeah, quit drinking. 32 more days to empty that bottle. Why 32? Is that what your prediction is, your guess? That is a lot of juice, to be honest. That I think I've had this for less than 2 weeks now. When did I get this? Last weekend? Last Friday I did the unboxing. God, I think I've had it for a week maybe. But yeah, 32 days, it might seem appropriate. But you need a lot of this stuff. I enjoy respraying this. And I'm not like a typical resprayer, but this I love. I love all aspects of it. I love refreshing. It's super fresh. You said 33. Oh, man. Oh, is spraying fragrance bad for skin? I imagine, yeah, a little bit. I would imagine it's not good. But anything you put on your skin is probably not good for your skin. But honestly, I mean, I haven't noticed anything on myself. I've been wearing perfume like I've worn a billion sprays, you know, in my life, and I haven't really noticed. I don't know. I can't answer this question. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not anything but aware, and I haven't noticed anything myself. I mean, have you noticed anything? Maybe some people, it'll affect different people in different ways, but it's not really affected me. The odd time I'll get like a headache, you know what I mean, from wearing, I think it's from wearing perfume, but I can never really prove it. I'm never really sure that it's the perfume. Carl says I'm getting the new Armani Code Elixir. Scented de Investi, Nerve Agent 3 Dark Rosy. What is this Investi? Rich was talking about Investi today. Is that the new Les Indemnidables? Is it a new brand or a perfume, or what exactly is going on? When was the last time you've worn Frederic Malle? I don't remember, to be honest. What's healthy these days? Probably like a... God, let me see. I don't remember. Carnal flower, maybe? Yeah, it might have been carnal flower. Where are you getting your mom for Mother's Day? Flowers for sure. Maybe a plant. I don't know. Music for a while is guaranteed to give me a headache. Everything's sad because I actually like it. Yeah, maybe. Doesn't really give me a headache. Music for a while. I love music for a while. I just actually had some pineapple this morning for breakfast, which is in music for a while. Yeah, it's like a Les Indemnidables side brand or something. They are not as good, but fun to check out for sure. What makes them not as good? Is it the materials? Is it the perfumes themselves? Is it the blending? What is it? What is it you don't enjoy? Hello. Probably says I got a vintage musk ravageur last week. I finally got the musk part. The musk comes out way more in the warm weather. It's a nice balance of musk and vanilla. Really balanced. Sometimes it's more vanilla dominant in different temperature, and then in other weather it'll be more musk. Well, what else? What's the last Frederick Mull I've worn? I would say Carnal Flower, like properly worn, and that was about 2 weeks ago. Carl says the blending is not as good. Materials is top notch. They're all natural today. They might be a different audience. Who is the perfumer? Is it Antoine? Do you know? Does anybody know? What's everyone wearing? Guys, let us know what you're wearing. Let us know how life is treating you. Let us know Fridays. What is it? Friday afternoon, Friday evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm off to the gym. Gonna go just get some blood flow. Stretch. You know what I mean? Get some pain. Feel a little bit of pain. Feel alive. Just want to feel alive. Can't miss the musk in the old one. It's a lot less sweet, also more medicinal and spicy. I feel the old one is way more spicy. I do not know the perfumer. It's interesting why they didn't reveal the name of the perfumer. L'instant de Guerlain to work. Lovely. Hope you're doing well, Yos. How are you? Doing great. How are you? Doing well. Very peaceful. Life feels very peaceful at the moment. That's the way we want to keep it. Peaceful. Peace is good. I like peace. Peace and quiet. Sometimes it gets like a little bit boring, but I tell you, that boring, I'll take that boring over drama any day. Life is like drama free, which is the way we need it. Italian Cypress today, but been wearing a lot of Noir Peace. I haven't worn that in forever. That's what I got. But I feel like that's like a Christmas type of scent. It's got all those dry spices and kind of like Christmas spices. Clove and nutmeg, and it's got that really cool rose in the opening. Christy says, I need a nap. I worked out, grocery shopped, and made a cake. I feel accomplished. That feels like a lot for one day, Christy. That would take me a week to do. Okay, not really a week, but you deserve a nap. Good to see Christy. Good to see Christy. Christy, when are we going to start doing more cardio? I still haven't been able to get up on the stepper. Does the new fragrance have a release date? It doesn't have a release date, but it might be pushed back a bit, Germs. I got some horrible news today. Horrible, horrible, horrible news. And I don't know how to deal with this. Actually, I do. Like, I've discussed it and kind of quickly troubleshot and made adjustments. So we're moving along, but we're moving along fine. There's just like a little road. There's a speed bump up ahead. So we got to slow down just a little bit until we hit that speed bump, and then we'll be taking off again. Alan Gonzalez, good to see you. What's up? Eugene, wearing Serge Noir today. Love that clove. That is a big spicy clove. What would you say are the best niche brands outside of your own? Some of my favorites, I would say, are obviously Frederick Mull and Les and Dem. Serge Lutons, I would say, is one of the best. Le Labo, Zoologist, MDCI, I would say, are pretty good. Diptyque. How about you? What are your favorite niche brands? Christine is in Guerlain Bosca Vanilla. Good stuff. What's happening, Christine? Yo, Journey is here. What's happening, Robert? Good to see Robert in the house. I bet you he's at the gym. Or smoking a blunt somewhere. Or doing both. Are we doing both, Robert? All right, I'm with you, man. Christine says, I deal with bad news by taking my day out on YouTube. Oh shit. Really? I would hate for you to come across my channel and take out your personal stuff on me. Christy says speed bumps. I hate those. You know, sometimes they're necessary. They're absolutely necessary, and they're a reminder to slow the fuck down and enjoy the process. You know what I mean? But when you're rushing, shit happens. Milo says, I had to go to the fucking post office to get my Coriolan. Postman was too tired to deliver it to my home. That shit happens way too often with FedEx, UPS. They just leave the label on your door. They don't want to come in, because if there's a charge on it, they don't want to come in, have to find you. You go get your credit card, you know, and them to do the transaction. It all takes precious minutes off of their day. So it's easier for them to slap the label on your door. You go to the post office and pick it up. I mean, it's their time too. I hate when it happens to me, but I totally understand why they do it. That or passive-aggressive emails at work. Yo, Christine, you and me would never fly, eh? We would not get along at all. You're giving away all your secrets right here. Slow ride is the way. He didn't even left the label, mate. What are we talking about, Milos? What label? No. Oh, he didn't even leave the label. Oh, right. For your post, for your Coriolan. So, hopefully you were able to get your Coriolan sooner. That sucks. Agreed. Peace over drama. Yeah, drama. I'm so done with, like, yo, go away. Your drama is boring. You know what I mean? Like, it's just peace and quiet. Oh, I don't have any. See, obviously not. You're giving them all away. Interference, how are you doing? Good to see Interference. All right, Carl says, give us hints for the new Les Abs. So I kind of dropped, you know, this is why I should never post shit high. Or actually I should, because something really good came out of it, right? Boring is a blessing these days. It is. And I always ask the universe for peace and quiet. And I do. I got so much peace and quiet, but there's times I'm like, universe, it's a little bit boring. Please send me something. And like this, like within 12 hours, there's like all this excitement that comes my way. And last night I was like, universe, I'm a little bit bored. Like I was walking to the gym. I got home from work and I was like, I go home, I'm gonna park my car and I'm gonna walk to get my steps. Usually I just drive straight to the gym. So I'm gonna walk. As I'm walking, I'm like, God, everything is great, but I'm a little bit bored. You know, I need some excitement. Universe, send me some excitement. And bam, 12 hours later, my whole day is like thrown over. But I posted a thing on my Instagram about labels, right? And I kind of scratched off the name just so nobody would see the name. Obviously, there's a couple of you Sherlocks out there with magnifying glasses looking and inspecting every little detail, every corner. And some of you guys have actually figured out the name. Lots of you have. But some have gone even deeper to figure out there was a fucking spelling mistake in my labels that I didn't even realize. I was so excited to get them. I never even realized the spelling mistake. I get an email from Jean-Philippe in France this morning going, hey, Eugene, he's from the atelier. He works at the filling station for where they fill the bottles. And he's like, yo, your labels have just arrived today. I'm like, oh, awesome, right. He's like, we're one step closer, we're almost there. And then I get a message going, yo, dude, you realize there's a spelling error on your labels, right? And I'm like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? How do you even know? Everything's scratched off. And I look at them like, oh my God. And I noticed instantly, I was like, oh my God. Okay, here, I got the labels here. This is all, I saved these for myself, right? You guys want to see the labels? Who wants to see the labels? Spelling mistake and everything. So I called the printing place and I was like, yo, we need to reprint these labels pronto. And I haven't got a response from them, but what's happening here? Did anyone? There's a couple of you that messaged me this morning. I got 2 messages. I got actually a bunch of messages from people that guessed the name, like more than a dozen of you, probably more. But a couple of had messaged me saying, yo, there's an error in there. I was like, what? Shut the fuck up. Really? No way. And there is. So I was discussing with Rich this morning. Carl says, I want a vintage wrong spelling name bottle. And Rich came up with a brilliant fucking idea. He's like, this is what you do. What? And we talked about it. So I'm going to get all the labels reprinted, right? And he goes, you take a bunch of these, however, 10, 20, whatever, and you throw them in between all of the proper spelling ones. It's almost like a Willy Wonka ticket, you know what I mean? So I was like, that's actually a really good idea. I think that's what I'm going to do. I won't put these out like this because obviously there's a glaring error. But I'm going to get them reprinted. And I'll take maybe a dozen. I think a dozen or 2 dozen. 2 dozen might be too much. Don't want to make it too much. I want to make it like really rare. And just put like a dozen out with spelling errors. I heard the bottles with the spelling errors are the best formulation. They're all going to be the same perfumes. No regrets. Yes, totally. No regrets. The tattoo. I totally know what you're saying. Willy Wonka, my hero. Yeah. We're going to have to put out some sort of Willy Wonka fucking ticket or something with these. But I'll show you guys the name. So many of you guys have already guessed. So here's the name of the perfume. And there you can see the error. Oh, there's a hair there. I was like, damn, I thought we were almost there. I thought we were in the clear, you know what I mean? I thought we were in the clear with the production on these. And honestly, I never even noticed it. I was just like, all right, cool. I was like, what about the boxes? The boxes were on the way to printing, eh? And I quickly looked up the boxes, and the boxes are fine. It's the proper spelling. The boxes would have been atrocious because the packaging is way more, like these labels are expensive, but the boxes are triple the cost. Even the way they've raised the letters this time seems different than the old labels. Yeah. The embosses feels a lot deeper. I'm gonna put one of these on the bottle. Damn. That is an expensive mistake. There we go. It looks something like this, but backward, mirrored. Philosopher's Walk. What is this cliffhanger? Who is this cliffhanger bullshit? Who's shooting themselves? Where's that a fake wrench? What is that? It's just right over them with a Sharpie. That's a good idea. Make it a lucky dip, so people who get the rare ones win. What is that? What is a lucky dip? Make it a lucky dip. M's. Okay. I'm dying. You know, I wanted to die too when I found out, but I'm like, ah, fuck. How did a spelling mistake get that? It's probably the friggin' ganj. I actually walked the Philosopher's Walk in Kyoto last year. It's beautiful. You know, I had no idea there was one. The name came first, and I quickly Googled the name. I was like, does it even exist? You know, has it been used before? And then I found out there actually is a Philosopher's Walk in Kyoto with cherry blossom, even though there's no cherry blossom in this perfume. And there's a Philosopher's Walk in Toronto as well. A pathway. I had no clue. No clue. Eugene hires stoners. What's the spelling mistake? Oh, I mean, you got it. I mean, it's right there on the label. See? Thank you, Paroli. There you go. It's on the label. Like, look at the label. Look at the way it's spelled. This is a spelling mistake. I can't stop cackling. You witch. Philosopher's Wank. Make the next name all emojis. Fresh fragrance. It's got some freshness in it, but it's not just fresh. It's a fresh floral fougere. Buddy! It's a barbershop fougere. Lucky dip is like the golden thing, the golden ticket thing. Lucky dip. Lucky dip sounds like chaw, like tobacco chew or something. I worked at Philosopher's Walk at ROM, like Royal Ontario Museum. There's an O missing. That's right, there's an O missing. Who's your favorite philosopher besides me? It's missing the big O. Oh, damn. It's not the only one, is it? Who else is missing a big O? What's happening, Justin? Good to see Abi Rouge in the house. I thought it would be something about the whack pack when I saw it on Insta. It might be a Scottish thing to call it Lucky Dip. I don't know. So that's where we're at. I'm grateful that it was caught now before it actually went on bottles and got shipped over here. At least this way, we can quickly correct this. I mean, it's being corrected as right now as we speak, but that's where we are. So if you think you're having a shit day or a shit whatever, think you're not alone. You're not alone. This stuff happens. It happens. It can happen. It will happen. It does happen, especially in this field. And I'm sure it won't be the first time, but it happens, right? Yeah, it's not devastating. How's your love affair going with Eau Sauvage? Bro, I'm obsessed. I'm completely love bombing it. I can't stop. I want to run away with it. I think if I could only have one and I was left with this, I would be entirely okay with it. I would be entirely okay with it. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Aloha Bashki. Good to see everyone. Angel Stadium is waiting. Modern Fougere notes. So, notes. I mean, there's a lot of notes to this. A lot of naturals as well. But I would say lavender. Lavender is like the main thing. And then clary sage. And then it's like soapy and spicy, floral, lots of florals. What's happening, Chuck? Chuck going to a wedding in Phoenix. Just blind bought uncut gem. Never smelled. Thoughts. Ooh. You might smell like a trucker in Phoenix. You might smell like a trucker. You enjoy Eau Sauvage Parfum as well? I do. I think it's gorgeous. But I don't know. I'm obsessed with this for some reason. Like at the moment, I'm just like really loving this. I'm loving that fresh, grassy thing. Fougere, so it's masculine, so it's not for me. You're the most masculine thing in the chat, Christine. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Christine comes with the masculine energy, doesn't she? I'm not wearing it, just bought it at a steal price. I had a blotter with uncut gems sprayed in my bag a few days ago, and the dry down made me nauseous. Really? What about the dry down hit ya? Thank you. You're welcome, Christine. Carl says, I like uncut gem. I think you love the jasmine in these perfumes. I love jasmine. I do. This isn't a big jasmine perfume. Like, it's parts jasmine, but the jasmine doesn't bonk me over the head. Sometimes I have to look for it. Right now, the balsams are coming out, and the incense. And the grassiness. Yo, there's so many layers to this. Fougere makes me feel like a man. I like wearing platinum egoist. What would I wear to a wedding? I'm in the wedding, 100 degrees. Think I'm going reflection 45. Go reflection 45. Or 31 Rue Cambon. I don't wear Fougeres. It was kind of a dense, buzzy roughness. I guess it fits the name because there was no refinement or subtlety to uncut gem. Why don't you wear Fougeres? Wear nothing, Chuck. Wear your birthday suit. I'll jump in the jasmine bush for you. I mean, if you jumped on a cactus, I would be, okay, that is impressive, but a jasmine bush, it just doesn't hit the same. And where's the beef with uncut gem? No beef here, bro. If you want to wear it, wear the fucking thing. I could care less what you're wearing, you know what I mean? What do you want? You want to start a problem here? Chuggy is looking for a problem. He bought something, now he wants me to bitch at him for buying it. Is this what you want, Chucky? Chucky needs validation. Give him all the validation he needs. I'm about to wear guidance. So wait, what can you compare it to? I don't have uncut gem, I ordered it. I'll show you the beef chuck. What? I use Fougere fragrances like linen spray. I like lavender. I think if you enjoy it, wear the hell out of it. I agree, man. You like something, wear it. You don't need our approval. You don't need our approval. You don't need me telling you what to wear or what to buy. Wear it, Rosie. Keep on it, Chuck. I think Eau Sauvage. Wear Eau Sauvage Parfum to the wedding. That perfect. I wouldn't wear this. You're probably not even going to get noticed unless you keep a bottle in your jacket and you keep respraying. If you bring the Parfum, it's a perfect scent and you'll be noticed and it'll last forever. Daniel says Eau Sauvage by Rudnitska is like Juicy by Biggie Smalls. I'm not exactly sure what that reference means, Daniel, but is that good or bad? Sold my Rose Ikebana last week. You bought it and you sold it. Deli says Sente de Ombre Supreme and the Scale Indonesia layered. It's pretty exciting. All right, 2 ambergris fragrances. Men who smell like fougères make me feel safe. That's interesting. Why? What about fougères makes you feel safe? That's a very interesting comment. Do you like Jimmy Choo Man Intense? I don't know Jimmy Choo Man Intense, to be honest. That was quick. I bought and sold it. Bought the bottle for 65. Sold for 150. Whoa. It's great. Juicy is Biggie Smalls' biggest hit. All right. I know who Biggie Smalls is. I don't know Juicy though. I know who Mace is. I couldn't name a song, but I know who he is. Reminds me of the good guys in my life. Aw, that's sweet. I'm sure they'd love to know that, Christy. You should tell them that. You should remind them. You should always remind the people that make you feel a certain way, especially if it's good, that they do so. I'm sure they'd love to hear it. What's the worst reaction you've had to any scent you've worn? You mean other than like disgust? Or disappointment? Interlude, man, makes me feel a certain way. I've noticed like my behavior when I wear interlude is it brings out a lot of angst in me for some reason. You think? I will. I think, yeah, I think you should. I mean, yeah, I think so. It's always nice, and I'm sure they'd love to hear it too, right? Just like you would love to hear, just like people love to get complimented on their fragrance, right? It's the same thing. Is there only two terms, if that's the right word, like fougère or gourmand, or is there more? No, there's more. And they just kind of describe the fragrance family, so it gives somebody an idea of which way the perfume is going and what they can expect. What's happening, Galen? Scent of the day, New Margiela, Never Ending Summer would be an okay tear flanker. Galen here promoting the newest Les Sephora, the newest Sephora release. Is there any other? No, there's more. There's chypras. There's musks, woody floral musks. There's leathers. Oh my God, there's orientals, which we no longer are supposed to say anymore. So we changed those to like spicy ambers, or I'm not even sure there's a new industry term, but people want to get rid of the oriental, but they've never really come up with a replacement for the word. And I don't know, like, I don't think amber necessarily describes an oriental to the fullest. Everybody knows what is meant by oriental, but amber is like a little bit different than that. So my biggest disappointment was Mugler Pure Havane. It was just sweet. Great resale though. I have that. Yeah, it is very sweet. How are you, man? How are you, Chuck? I'm doing good. Is Eris worth trying? Yeah, I think you should try them. Give them a whirl. They sell sample sets. Everyone go buy the new at full price. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Okay. Did Galen try a new perfume? He did. Galen tried the new perfume. Have you ever complimented someone else on their perfume? Random passer? Yes, I do. If I have the opportunity to, I always will. Oriental can be done without amber. Well, amber is just kind of like one note, whereas Oriental kind of is inclusive of amber and a bunch of other things, like entirely. Amber is just amber. Oriental could be like amber, with tonka, with vanilla, with labdanum, with patchouli, you know, with all kinds of smoky, incensey notes, frankincense. Bring back Orientals, cancel the cancel culture in perfume at least. Sell me your pure van. My obsession is an Oriental. Thoughts on the House of Javoy? I don't really know Javoy too much. I smelled like 5 different versions of it. Oh yeah, Galen smelled all the versions of it. He did. What's happening, Peter? Good to see Peter. Hope you're doing well in India. My obsession would be a tall Canadian. There's so many tall Canadians. Come to Canada. I'm talking about CK obsession. What does amber smell like, though? So many different interpretations. Like a resin, like a golden, dewy, gooey, goopy, smoky resin. It's kind of an imagination note. Gotta go have fun. Go get it, Galen. Would your Sauvage Elixir be an Oriental? I would not consider it. I would consider it a barbershop, a fougere. Classic amber is labdanum and vanillin. Sometimes perfumers add benzoin too. Isn't Grand Soir amber? I would say it's more an Oriental. It's got amber in it with smoky and leathery notes and incense and vanilla and tonka bean. Would you say Ambre Narguil is resinous? I would say it's smoky. Resin itself doesn't come to my mind. My favorites are spicy fragrances. So things that I find resonant would be like Gucci's Midnight Stroll or something like that. A lot of incense, smoke, tarry notes. Where's Galen going, did he say? He just said gotta go. I bet he's going out to eat without us. No invitation, just like that. He's taking off, eh? Thanks, Galen. Thank you, Galen. Thank you, Galen. Grand Soir equals my least favorite MFK. Yeah, I know Rich isn't a big fan of that either. We were talking about Grand Soir the last time he was here. Personally, I like it a lot. I really enjoy Grand Soir. I need to try Black Afghano. Do you like Frangipani? I do like Frangipani. I have a Surge with a Frangipani. I was looking at wearing. What is it called? Yo, it's got this tropical accord to it, like orange flower, Frangipani, coconut. Grand Soir is bland. Yeah. What is the Surge? The Tour Noir. The Tour Noir got Frangipani. But I also got a Guerlain with some Frangipani. And I want to say it's terracotta. So Frangipani always smells tropical to me, like lotion, like the sun. It's mixed with other white florals, like tuberose, jasmine, sort of like that. MFK Oud Satin Mood is great. It's hit and miss on me. But I hated it for such a long time. But having it, like I've had a bottle for almost 10 years that you just kind of stop hating it. You know what I mean? You're like, okay, I've had you. I can't hate you forever. And now it's just like, out of acquaintance, I've just kind of like, I can enjoy it. Do you prefer Grand Soir or Absolute Pour le Soir? So Absolute Pour Le Soir is like one of those brilliant perfumes, but I think it's one of my favorite perfumes. But I think Grand Soir is one of my favorites as well. I think Pour Le Soir is more creative. I love the creativity in that, like that honeyed rose with the animalic bits. I think that's brilliant. But I also really enjoy the way Grand Soir like breathes on my skin. They're both great, really. I think they're both great. Absolute Pour Le Soir is discontinued, or it was discontinued until it came back. I don't know if it's been reformulated, but it's an excellent perfume. Have you tried Rive d'Ombre by Tom Ford? That's a very different amber to my nose. Very fresh, no resin or vanilla. I don't remember Rive d'Ombre. Beige has frangipani. Yeah, you might be right. I think you're right. Beige might have frangipani. Beige smells a bit like onion to me. Anyone else get, is it beige or is it frangipani that gives it the onion? I love my chant for the nymph. So easy to wear, right? It's like frangipani and vanilla. So good. And iris. That's what makes the Celine perfumes like so easy to wear. It's those big iris and vanilla. Somebody asked me about Le Peau Neuf the other day, and I sprayed some when I got home last night. I completely forgot about Le Peau Neuf. Big iris vanilla, powdery iris vanilla. Almost like Gourmand-y. Eugene, all this time I thought Chant for the Nymph was loaded with tuberose. I imagine there is tuberose in there. I would say there is. Like this powdery tuberose. Is MFK Aqua Media worth buying? Which one is Aqua Media? Those are like those really colored bottles, right? I don't know those ones. Do you listen to country music? I honestly don't listen to a whole lot of music like these days. I just drive with the radio off. Beige is honey floral, super sweet. With jasmine, I know beige is loaded with jasmine. Man, I was so upset, disappointed with the new A-Palm by MFK. I'll treasure the small amount of the Pour Homme I have left. Was it reformulated? I'll have to get my bottle back. And I could on request. It's just, my favorite amber fragrance is Blonde Amber by Clive Christian. Amber Absolute or Grand Soir? I think Amber Absolute. They're both really, I mean, Dan, those are really two top quality ambers, I think. I drive and listen to the news. I would never get no car with you, to be honest. No, I would rather walk. I do not want to be listening to the news. That's like my nemesis. Space says, I was wearing Iris 39 the other day and got reminded of Bel Homme, but they are not similar at all. No, I think Iris is much more greener and vegetal and drier. Not as sweet. It doesn't have the sweetness. Is that discontinued, Iris 39? I know they discontinued some of them. I kept hearing Iris 39 was going to be discontinued. I just got a full bottle of Ombre 114. It's not talked about enough. I love the thyme and rose in it. I love Eugene's thoughts on perfumes. Thank you, Christine. I like Persolet a lot. I like what he does. I think he's a big important piece to our community. So, I mean, everybody has their preferences, but I think he's great, like really, really great. Hi y'all, wearing low solo today. What's happening, Huznia? I don't know that. I also don't know like a lot of these parfum. Is Ombre 114? That's a one like a Parfum de Empire, right? Ombre Aurea from Perfume Aroma is very good amber, very resinous and smoky. So I sprayed what's the Surge Ombre next to the Grand Soir. It's like Grand Soir doesn't even exist in Ombre Sultan's presence. You know what I mean? It's so unnoticeable. It's like Sultan just bam whacks it. It's so crazy. Sultan is like Grand Soir is a big perfume, you know, but when I spray Sultan over it, it's just like disappeared, gone, gonzo, sayonara. It just completely axed it. Iris 39 is axed, but I found a brand new 100ml bottle for $200. That is a steal, because those go for about $400 Canadian now with tax. Since you like Eau Sauvage, has it changed your mind to cologne style fragrances? So the reason I thought about this too, is like, what do I like so much about Eau Sauvage is it's fresh, but it's not just an eau de cologne. Those eau de colognes, they're a little bit boring. Like they're just citrusy and fresh, and there's got these aromatics. For me, I find them boring, you know? But Eau Sauvage has that freshness, but it's not boring. It's a full perfume that isn't just an eau de cologne, but has huge parts of eau de cologne in it, like Habit Rouge. Habit Rouge has this super freshness in the top. The top is built off an eau de cologne structure. That's what I love about Habit Rouge. It has that freshness, and then it has that dense base, you know? So you have like a mix of everything. I agree, very much enjoy watching personally. Yeah, I'm not able to watch like every minute of everything he does, but if there's something that I am interested in, you know, I want to see somebody's thoughts, I always feel like he's got like a really good opinion. And he's up to date with like all the, you know, the modern aromas and the chemicals and the nasties, and you know what I mean? He's not just like most times you watch videos and it's just people saying, oh, this, like, they're just praising perfumes without any kind of criticism, right? I want a little bit of criticism. I don't want to hear just praising and this is gonna get you compliments, and this is gonna get you noticed, and it's gonna get you a girlfriend, and it's gonna get you female attention, and it's like, it's gonna last for 12 hours, and you know what I mean? It's like, just give us the meat and potatoes. We don't want the marketing. He is great. You are more relatable. It's probably because I give you a lot of my own time. Like, not saying he doesn't, but. Hello from California. Hi, Nina. Sunday Jubilation 25 woman. I am not messing around today. Doesn't sound like you are, but good to see Nina from California. Spaces, I tried Nazamato Fantomas, gunpowder with vanillic musk. Just works somehow. Not tried those either. Space, where have you been? We haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's well with you. Grand Soir smells way better though. Than what, Jared? Than Amber Sultan? Amber Sultan wins for me. It's so spicy, eh? Amber Sultan hits like a sledgehammer. Okay, what time is it? We're at 3:37. I gotta check my messages really quick because I got family mess. I will be right back. All right, we are back. Ambre Sultan wins for me. I also got Ambre Sultan Conflit de Parfum Oil. It's a dense, closer sitting version of the EDP. I need to layer the two someday. Tried the new Maison Margiela today. Never Ending Summer. It really smells like orange Aperol Spritz. That's what Gillen's wearing today, isn't it? I think that's, yeah, Never Ending Summer. Perro Eau Très Fresh is a great fresh scent, not boring. Yeah, I like that one as well. That's one of my favorites. But I also like Eau Givre a lot. I wonder what Justin Trudeau smells like. Probably I would imagine a Creed. What do you guys think? Creed? Maybe YSL Private Line. I don't think he's discovered the Chanel's yet. I then thought the new Acqua di Parma Buongiorno was an interesting freshie. Maybe not up to Sauvage standard, but good. There's something incredible about this. And I know it's not as heavy as a lot of the niche perfumes are today. Everyone wants heaviness, you know, explosive perfume that's going to last every minute of all day long, and you're going to smell it twice with every breath you take. But this isn't that. This is almost watery at this point. It is very watery and thin and light. But I don't know. There's just something incredible about it. You mean you don't like a new top 5 video every hour? Shocking. Dudes wear fragrances just to be noticed. It's sad, frankly. Fragrance game, what's happening? Hi, mate, how are you? Just joined after my shift. Scent of the day is Parfum de Marley Layton. I fell for the influencer crap and got loads of PDM at the start of my frag journey. All right, I was like, yeah, I hope you're enjoying your fragrances there. Good to see you. We all got our thing, right? We all started somewhere, but you're here now. We're glad to see you. Chamber, Sheev, what's happening in Creative Rolfa? Milosh, what is happening? Says, today I tried Eau Sauvage again, together with Poudre sur EDT. Woohoo! Both are mind-blowing artistry, true classics, yet absolutely timeless. So, Poudre sur or Eau Sauvage, what's it gonna be? They're both brilliant perfumes. I'm really obsessed with this. But being obsessed with this, I also wore Poudre sur last week. I was like re-obsessed with that as well. Poudre sur EDT. Gonna check out some stuff tomorrow. Can you give me some bottles to seek out to get excited about? Anything that you're particularly enjoying. So where are you going? Where are you heading? I smell Chanel. You smell all the Les Exclusives. Smell Frederic Mull. Smell everything. You know what I mean? Wherever you're going, go and smell everything. What else would you smell? Go smell Hermes. Go smell Amouage. Go smell Diptyque. Go smell Le Labo. Go smell Byredo. You might like them. You might find their horror. It's good that you know what you like. You gotta find what you like and what you don't like, right? Make a connection. I would say start at Chanel. This Coriolan makes me feel like Tom Selleck. Can't smell the earth. Is it shining in the dry down? The earth. The forest floor. You're looking for the forest floor. I'm not exactly sure what the earth smells like. I've never been up there to give it a whiff. You know what I mean? I've never been big enough to give the earth a whiff. I was taking a break for a while. I had to. I had burnout and slightly lost interest in frags. Anyone here experienced the burnout? Absolutely. Especially on YouTube. Like, try doing YouTube. You get burnout all the time. No, I get it. I want airy lightness. This is that. Jean-Claude Elena, you know, this is totally lightness, airy, whimsical. It's just fun and flirty. Husnia says, I got myself a bottle of Animal. Man, that stuff is gorgeous and released in 1994. That's the stuff with like lightning bolts on the bottle, isn't it? Animal. I remember that. I never had a bottle. What's up, Eugene? Recently got Parfum de Marly Greenly, and I'm in love with it. What's happening, Sheev? Good to see. Good to see you, man. Space says I collected 8 city exclusives. I got bottles of all 5. You sent me samples of. Awesome. I'm glad that you enjoyed them. What did I end up sending you? Anything like queer and vanilla, oud. I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember. Hamdreza says obsessed with Osmanthus by the different company. Fantastic. I'm so into aldehydes and powder right now. Ooh, Comet. Aldehydes and powder. Even Acne Studios. Frederick Mall Acne Studios. Chanel. You're going to find all that in Chanel. But I love powder too. Powder's my fave. Smell Hermes. Definitely smell Hermes. Oh, I got a sample of Le Labo Patchouli 24. That's a very nice, warm, resinous bonfire scent. Yeah. Often licked. Often licked. It is. Jerry says, I peeped the name of your new perfume on Instagram. Is it Philosopher's Wax or something like that? Close. Close. Close there. Here you go. I've already given it away, so. Spot the error. Jared, spot the error. We got a typo on the labels. Christine, have you tried Queer de Sheen? Beautiful osmanthus in there. Milo says, to me, they're both brilliant. Eau Sauvage has that basilic accord on top, but still very airy, transparent, classy. Kind of James Bond Connery cologne. The spices are incredible. Like it's like tarragon, bays. I don't know, all these aromatics, like cooking spices, kitchen spices, culinary spices. It's kind of like a Peace Marine by Hermescence. You know, Peace Marine definitely takes from here. Poivre de Samarkand takes from here. I see so much of Elena's work in here because he uses a lot of those peppers and cloves and cardamoms, and he uses a lot of sharp spices. Is there a fragrance you were surprised your sons enjoyed? My oldest loved number 5 when I showed it to him. Yeah. I think they like cocoa as well. I was surprised they like, I was like, what do you think of this? Like, as a 20-year-old man, would you wear this? I didn't tell him anything about it. I didn't tell him it was number 5. I didn't tell him it was for women. He's like, yeah, I like this a lot. And then we went to the mall a couple of days later, and he's like, what's that fragrance you were telling me about? I was like, number 5. He's like, is it here? I was like, yeah, it's right there. And he went and he sprayed some on him. And I was like, that's really interesting. I didn't think he would like it. What else? My youngest likes Jeremy's fragrances. He took all Jeremy's fragrances. Can I have these, Dad? I was like, sure, go ahead. Take them. What else? My middle guy took my bottle of Herod. Actually, I asked him, do you like this? He's like, yes, I do. I was like, here, take it, take it, take it. And Pour Monsieur EDT brings that Chanel serious, timeless business presence. Probably both equal, but good to have both in collection just for different details. Both 10 out of 10 cents. I would agree. Both timeless, classic, masculine masterpieces. Just brilliant poetry in the bottle, in a perfume bottle. And I think we owe a lot to, you know, guys like Rudnitska and you know, like we had to go through this to get where we are now, for you guys to be able to wear your bubble gums and your gourmands and all of that stuff. We needed to go through this to get there. Spaces, now I need a bottle of Belle Homme. Iris just goes perfectly with rainy spring days. Yeah, you find Belle Homme a rainy spring day? Everybody has a different association with Iris. Yeah. Did you manage to add Vanille Galant to the Hermescence collection? I love that one floral, musky, salty vanilla. Something slightly off about it in the perfect way. Yeah, because it smells like bananas. Vanille Galant to me smells a bit banana-ish, but no, I was never able to add a bottle. Unfortunately. And now I think it's discontinued. Obsessed with Jean-Claude Ellena. I love his style too. Big fan. I adore his work. Not just like, I actually wear it too. You know, I enjoy wearing his perfumes. Antonio, good to see Antonio. Just left the gym. Back in chest, 2-mile run. I think today will be a pull-up day, and maybe I'll even bring the belt inside. I'll do this. Yeah, today's a good pull-up day. Thanks for the reminder. We'll be doing pull-ups. What else? Almost 4 o'clock. I gotta start running. My son has a football game tonight. I gotta take him to. Football season is back. The sun is shining and football season is back, so I'll be doing a lot of driving. Hey bro, I hope you've been well. I've got a thick baddie to take out on Sunday and was wondering what the best options would be. Give us what your options have. Like, what do you have for options? A thick baddie? I throw on some vanilla, man. All over. Maybe some caramel, some whipped cream, throw a cherry on top. What would do that job? Something irresistible. Guys, let's help VVS out. It sounds like a gourmand. Thick baddies love gourmands. They love putting things in their mouth. Put on a gourmand. Nina says, Steven, my son, loves DHI. Midnight in Paris, Eau Duel. So we went out for dinner last week, and I noticed my son was wearing Dior Homme. 2011, my oldest. I don't think my youngest was wearing anything. Right? Elena was surely wearing Eau Sauvage. I believe so. I see so much of his style came from Rudnitska, especially in Declaration. I think Declaration's his tribute to Rudnitska. To things like this, Eau Sauvage, Eau de Hermes, like specifically those two. Drakkar Noir is still the bee's knees. Total panty dropper. How did Jeremy fragrance scents? Honestly, I don't think I've smelled them on him, to be honest. I don't think I've smelled them on him. Husnia says, lately I've been wearing Allure Homme and it might be my new obsession. Yeah, Allure Homme. I always found that to be a barbershop fougere. I get like I get shaving foam and lavender from it with a nice scent. Nice. It's a good scent. Allure Homme. Yeah, good lemony barbershop fougere. Aniseed. There's just something in the top of that troubles me. Other than that, I think it's a pretty good perfume. Not like Chanel's best, but it's pretty good. Is there any info out on your 4th Les Obsèques? Can you give us a brief? Yeah, barbershop fougere, floral barbershop fougere. It's got a huge floral top. It's got a floral heart. There's florals everywhere. Woods, soaps, powders, resins. Often licked says, gonna spray my zoologist rhinoceros sample for the first time. Let us know what you think. That is a big whiskey leather perfume. Whiskey. I think that was a Paul Kyler. Paul Kyler designed that. And then I want to say Victor got it redone. He got a bunch redone. Rhinoceros might have been redone. Does anyone remember? What are your thoughts on YSL Opium Put Home EDP? I like it, but I wish that one was a little bit stronger because I've got the modern. I wish I had a vintage of that. I love that scent profile. I have a bottle, but I find it just a little bit too light, which is weird because this is super light and I love this. But I would want some more strength from that. Brockstar, what's happening? Says, wearing Eau Sauvage today. Got a compliment from a stranger. Oh, you smell really good. Like spring, like honeysuckle. That's amazing. How long have you had it on? Like how many hours or minutes before somebody noticed? Like, have you had it on all day? I'm really curious. I'd love to know. How are the racket skills? Can't stop playing squash recently. Any racket sports at your gym? No, there's no rackets here, but I'm just loving lifting weights. You know, I love the pain, the pump I get from it. That's kind of my obsession right now, is just lifting a lot of heavy things. Even when I get to work and the guys are like, the old Chinese guys are like, hey, can you lift that? Hey, can you lift that? Hey, can you lift that? And then when I lift it, they're like, hey, look at this. Look at this guy lifting these heavy blocks. And I mean, for me, they're not all that heavy, but these guys are really impressed. So I just kind of sit there and I amuse them for a little bit. But yeah, lifting heavy things it's been really rewarding. Steven says, I'm not surprised that DHI or Duel. I would imagine most people my age would think number 5 smells like an old lady. Yeah. VVS, the Raban line, says Christine. Nina says, I just got my Les Ups today order. We are right. We exciting. What would you recommend in the caramel vanilla scent department? Ooh, caramel vanilla, guys. Baccarat Rouge. There's caramel. Baccarat Rouge, 540. What else? Some sort of gourmandy, something vanilla-ish. How old are you, VVS? How old are you? Give us your age. Christine says tobacco vanille. I don't know, if you're young, DHP 25, she'll want to eat you. The thickies love imagination. How thick? I mean, if you want to share that, you don't have to, but I'm sure some of the guys would love to know. I'd probably like to know too. Carl says some really nice resins in the base of the new Les Abs. Yeah, I want to say that's a benzoin. I think it's a benzoin, the softest resin, ambery resin. Next Abs Stray sound great. Antoine Lee is the previous. Yes, Antoine Lee. This one is soft. It's not the piercing heaviness like the first ones. This one's much more softer, more rounder. Buddy, what is happening, Dan? Good to see Dan. Friday afternoon, late afternoon, 4 p.m. Just outside of Toronto time. I'm parked outside of the gym. Gonna go get a workout. I hope you're all doing great. Hope you're all doing lovely, amazing, beautiful, splendid. You're exactly where you want to be at 4 o'clock on a Friday. I know I'm exactly where I want to be. There's nowhere else I would rather be. Unless it's like Italy or on the beach or something. Obviously, right? But that's not happening. So I am exactly where I need to be. And then that way, this will get me to the beach one day. Often licked says I get a lot of green booziness and spices in the top. Slight touch of honey and hay-like immortelle note. Also anise and China herbal tea. Very interesting so far. What are we talking about? Often flicked. Oh, zoologist. Right. Nina says, now I smell like leduletic skis. They're very rosy and smoky. Christine says, VVS, she's thick. She's going to want to eat a lot. Save your money. Date a girl with no appetite. Ooh. Maybe VVS likes to eat too. Maybe they can eat each other and save money. The Allure has gorgeous tonka sweetness in the base with that fresh, peachy lemon top. I'll have to bring that out again soon. Dan says cooking 4 eggs right now. Good for you, Dan. Make it, double it. Make 8. That's what I do. I've got a stainless steel pan, and I've mastered it that I can cook 4 eggs on it at one time perfectly. If I cook 5, you can't do it. It's too many eggs in a small surface. So they're often like either undercooked or overcooked, but 4 is 3 would be even better. So I usually cook 4 twice, and I'll eat 8 eggs after my workout. And then I'll get you about 50 grams of protein. Now you need about 10 eggs for 50 grams. They're about 5 or, it depends. If you're eating the large eggs, you get 6 grams of protein. The smaller ones are like 5. I always buy the large. You got like small, medium, large eggs. It's cold here. Been raining all week. I wore Tom Ford Noir Extreme yesterday. Love it. Here it's beautiful, Dan. It's so nice. Oh, can't wait to enjoy the rest of the day. New packaging for the new, no, same packaging. Dan says Zuzu caramel vanilla. Yeah. I didn't want to recommend, that was the first thing that came to my mind, Dan, but it's also $600, and I didn't want to recommend it to a 25-year-old so his thick girlfriend can eat him. Yes, Dan, good one, says Christine. DHP 25. What else would make a good gourmand? Guys, what are good gourmands? What are your favorite gourmands? I imagine gourmands. I don't know, man. Something vanilla. Latina baddie. Yeah, she'll love vanilla. What's happening, Brandon? Good to see Brandon. Let us know what you're wearing. It's probably, knowing Brandon, it's probably an old Guerlain. Probably an older Mitsuko. I'm going to go before I get in trouble here. Bye, wonderful Eugene in chat. No, stay with us, Christine. Where are you going? Stay. Correct, but I'm trying to eat her, my good sir. All right. You're trying to eat her, and you want to be eaten. Guys, let's get this guy eaten. Okay, dig deep. Bro, anything vanilla in it, you're going to be okay. I wouldn't say gentle fluidity gold. Don't get that. What's a good vanilla? Vanilla? You want designer? Does it have to be designer, or can it be niche? How about Vanilla Diorama by Dior? Yes, I've had it on since early this morning, and the compliments came after. Oh, wow. That's quite impressive. How many sprays do you go? You can spray this like infinite, limitless. You'll never run out. I mean, you'll never add. You can't add. You can't layer this on top of it. One spray or 100 sprays, it all means the same. Amen is a nice caramel and coffee. Brandon says French Lover or Bois Monacan. Thank you for your input. I've definitely got a nice list to put together for my personal collection. Appreciate it. All right. Hope you get eaten, bro. But make sure you get a steak, too. Take her for steak. Not tacos. Don't take it to Taco Bell. I've been complimented on it at night after wearing it all day before. The white florals in it really perform on my skin. Yeah, I can get the white florals coming right out of the bottle. It's a bit briny, isn't it? Do you get brine from this? Like something a bit pickled, pickly, green, olive oily. That's unbelievable. So good. Tarragon. I feel like it's tarragon. Thick thighs save lives. Spiritus double vanille. Oh yeah, Guerlain vanilla. Duh. Guerlain vanilla. Spiritus double vanille. Queer beluga. Queer beluga might not get him eaten though. What's the most gourmandy Guerlain? Ooh. How about Gourmand coquine? Fahrenheit Parfum just arrived, says Galen. Another purchase I blame on you. But you know you needed it. You know you needed it. And now you got it, so you're welcome. Often Licked says, when I was lifting 6 times a week, I was eating 10 eggs a day. 5 before and 5 after the workout. Yeah, you got it. You gotta eat. You need the protein, otherwise you won't grow. It's the whole point of lifting. Kayali vanilla. Anyone will love that for vanilla. Often Lick says, I quite like Lalique or Intemporel and Guerlain Abbé Rouge, though I guess they're not the most youthful gourmand. No. I don't think a thick baddie would appreciate Guerlain Abbé Rouge. Ven says, Gourmand smell Ombre Nargis on someone recently. Never found. There's a good one, Ombre Nargis. Smoked apple. Ombre Rouge Parfum. Mercedes Club Black is a good cheapy ambery vanilla. Designer niche, I'm not fussed, says VVS. VVS Diamonds. Vanilla Diorama. Vanilla from Dior. Christian Dior, Vanilla Diorama. Not Dior, no. Tom Ford Noir Extreme. Kuznia says, my favorite gourmands, Killing Intoxicated, Givenchy Pie, Allure Edition Blanche. Yeah, you'll probably find a bunch of sweet stuff from Killian you might like, if you like gourmands. Does your new perfume smell similar to anything else? Similar? No, it doesn't smell similar, but I would say it's in the style of, but not exactly. Like, if you like things like, I would say Eau Sauvage, Géranium pour Monsieur, Guerlain, not Guerlain, even, I think pour Monsieur, you know, those classic gentlemanly scents with lavender in them. Lavender, geranium, clary sage, these kind of fougere elements. There's quite a bit of geranium in it as well. Mint, no, I take that back. There was mint, like peppermint in one of the trials, and I think Antoine took it out. Greek yogurt and cottage cheese has excellent sources of protein. I love Greek yogurt for protein. Fev, yeah, Fev might do that. She's a big, thick baddie. Fev Gourmand is probably the most gourmand. Yeah, try Fev Gourmand. Rockstar says I spray both sides of my neck, chest, back, each wrist, each bend of elbows, and behind my knees. I wore this to work last night. I streamed yesterday, right? Yeah. I wore this to work yesterday. Who's says Lomi Dial EDP, almond, cherry, vanilla. What more do you want? That would work. That would absolutely work. They got the cherry, yeah. Cherry, vanilla, tonka bean. Lomi Dial EDP is probably the best out of all the L'Homme collection, the Ideal collection. So if you had to pick a top 3 out of these options, Drakkar Noir, Eau Sauvage, Tobacco Vanille, Tom Ford, Ombre Narguilé, Givenchy Pie, Noir Extreme, Zuzu. I mean, so this is for you, like for you to get eaten by your big, thick baddie. This isn't like what I would wear on a day-to-day basis. Like, they would be completely different lists, right? So, yeah, to be eaten by your baddie, I imagine she's thick and hungry, and I would just take the sweetest motherfuckers from here. So leave out Drakkar, leave out Eau Sauvage. Like, these aren't sweet perfumes. I would go with Zuzu, DHP, Ombre Narguilé, Tobacco Vanille. I would go with those ones. I would leave Pie out. Noir Extreme, yeah, that might work. What about something from Killian? Guys, what about Angel Share or something? Try Angel Share if you want to get eaten. That's pretty big with the influencers. Mike says, someone eat me, please. All I want is a steak, all right? That's all I want. I want a big, thick fucking ribeye. That's it. Dan, this is a question for you. You would know what he wants, Dan. Dan likes to get eaten. What do you like wearing when you get eaten, Dan? Give him something that's within his budget. So just go smell Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. You're going to thank me later. You're 25. These are all more mature options. If you want to step it up a bit, Angel Share. There you go. Nina says anything big vanilla, you'll be fine. True. Dan says true. I'm getting eaten out tonight. I love that. I love that for you, buddy. I wish you could live stream it or something. I'd watch for a little bit anyway, but yeah, hopefully you get exactly what you want, where you want it, and for how long you want it. Could share a Chateaubriand right now. I could share a Jean-Guy right now. How about a Jean-Guy? Financial discrimination. Wear baby cat. She will eat you alive. Oh, man. Yo, but you know what? Dude, if she likes you, doesn't matter what the fuck you're wearing, she'll eat you alive, okay? I promise you that. And if she doesn't like you, it doesn't matter what you're wearing. She ain't gonna eat you alive. So that's the trick, you know? She's gonna eat you because she likes you for who you are. And if you're not who she wants you to be, your perfume's not gonna be able to save you. So that's the most important thing. You gotta realize that. The perfume is just kind of like, it'll give her something to remember, you know what I mean? And the next time she smells that perfume, she'll remember eating you. But it might not get you eaten. You know what I mean? Like, if she likes you, she'll eat you wearing Diaghilev. You know what I mean? But if she doesn't, there's no amount of ethyl maltol that's gonna make her put in her mouth. Dan says also, just want to reiterate, Peche Mirage is fucking amazing. Peche Mirage is better than Bitter Peach. I hated Peche Mirage, bro. I hated it. I appreciate the budget-friendly options too. Baby Cat, you won't make it through that steak. Ultra Mull is your answer. Ooh, fuck. Not for me, it's not my answer. I would not wear it. But I also know that I don't need to wear it to be eaten. The words of wisdom, they're true, man. Don't fall for, you need this perfume to get laid, because they're not gonna sleep. If you're sleeping with you because of your perfume, they're not for you. They're not your girl. You know what I mean? I could lap up Diagolef. Peche Mirage was nasty. I did not like it either. I've got a sample right here. Budget-friendly vanilla, MFK, Grand Soir, Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir, gold bottle. Dude, this is my 14-year-old son. This is the kind of stuff he wants, like gold, like elixir. Diptyque Eau Duel. Yeah, Eau Duel. Let me see if I can find my Peche. Oh, I got samples of this. Aqua de Gio Perfume. I gotta be honest, I hated Peche Mirage. Hated it. I thought it was awful and vile and nasty. Nasty stuff. Nasty, nasty, nasty. What's his name? What's the watch guy's name? The crazy watch guy from Australia. He says nasty a lot. I haven't watched him in a few years. I used to watch him, but he would make me even crazier than I thought I already was, so I had to stop watching him. What was this? Archie Luxury. Yeah, Archie. I had to stop watching Archie. Why did you hate peach? So dry. Papyrus. I found the papyrus so heavy. I love the leather and peach, and it's doing so well with sales. I'm glad it is, but I did not enjoy it. It was just so dry. The peach was dry and not juicy on me at all. I did not feel like a juicy peach, and that's all I wanted to be, was a juicy peach. And Peche Mirage didn't do it for me. How about Kirky for a thick baddie? Yeah, throw Kirky on that list. I mean, it might have been, the perfume might have been called baddie. It's 6 a.m. in Australia right now. Love the dryness in Tonka Imperial. Yes, the coumarin. I love coumarin too. Coumarin is, yeah, Tonka. It's not my favorite, but I didn't hate it. Oud Nude is still my favorite Guerlain. I think I want a bottle of Oud Nude. I did not like it the first time I smelled it, but I think I'm looking for a bottle. Ender says, I ordered Belle Âme. Was the iris fragrance I've been looking for all this time. Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying Belle Âme, like so many others. Good to hear. Dan says, laugh aloud, and I hated Kirky. It smelled like something a 12-year-old would wear. It lasted on me for like 33 seconds. Kirky is so gimmicky to me. I kind of like Kirky, to be honest. Where's your Shen water? Yeah, Kirky is bad. So, surprisingly, I like Kirky. I didn't hate it. Yeah. Often Licked says, isn't that the point? Kirky is supposed to be juvenile, like FK's Childhood Memories. Have you tried Decision? Is that an amouage? Because if it is, I've not tried anything called Decision. What's your scent today? I'm wearing the next Les Abs. Kirky is so tutti fruity, not worth it. Yeah, it's a big vanilla perfume. What else did I get in Kirky? It's been so long since I've smelled Kirky. Kirky. Why do I have a feeling Kirky is a rose iris violet? What is in Kirky? I would have to I might have a sample here. Like, it's not just tutti frutti and chocolate and vanilla, right? There's other elements in here. Oh, I found pumpkin seeds in here. No, but it is, yes, it is a big, sweet, gourmandy perfume, no doubt. No doubt. Decision is the new Biche Amouage. I think he made Kirky to introduce kids under 15 to his line. I really like Oud Nude. I only have a sample, but it's more special than expected. Dan says there's a tutti frutti accord that he spent 3 years developing. 3 years wasted, if you ask me. I'm surprised you don't like it, Dan, because I know how much you love sweet perfume. I thought you would have loved this, and it would have been totally up your alley. I wore it once, and I thought it was a really nice wear. Like, I love the balance. It wasn't crazy for the notes, but like everything, I like his balance. So if you like sweet things, I think this is not a bad choice. Bro's car is like the magic. Samples magically appearing. If I wanted to, I could find the sample of Kirky, but I'd have to. There's so much shit in here. I'm raiding Eugene's armrest while he's in the gym. Is Kirky meant to be childish like Cabriolet, or is it TikTok I want to get laid childish? It's childish in the same way as DHP 25. You will find similarities in them. I love sweet, but it's way too berry fruity. I didn't get the thick vanilla at all, and I'm surprised it's an EDP. It smells very thin. Fuck, I dropped my J. The sun is shining, and the weather is sweet. I broke some vials in that armrest. You certainly did. You bad motherfucker. There's the Eau Parfum Intense Tear. We got Mizia here. Oh, here's Kirky. Kirky's all gone. Let's see what we get from Kirky. A little bit left. God, this smells delicious. I love the smell of this. It's like chopped onions and pine. I get a lot of vanilla, but shampoo-y vanilla. It's smoky, it's leathery. It's quite shampoo-y and soapy. But it is candied. I've been craving some Jack Herer, but it's so hard to find. Why do those sound so familiar? Jack Herer. Jack Herer. Those sound really, really familiar. Oh, what do you... these are Jean-Guy. These are my favorite right now. Probably a lot of Hedione in that Kirky. Yeah? I would have guessed Amber Woods. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Alyssa. Nina says Kirky's the only MFK I like. Oh, man. What's up with the others? What happened to the rest? Yeah, I don't like his usual style. Too sterile and modern. Sterile's a good word. Yeah. A lot of his stuff is sterile. It feels like soulless. Jacques Herr is a sativa strain. I feel like I've had that. $4:30. How's everyone doing? I'm gonna head in really soon. Something addictive. That's the thing. That's what I was saying too. I find things like Kirky, whether you like it or not, you know, you can put your, but it is addictive. There's something addictive in there. DHP 25, there's something addictive in there. And it's that vanilla kind of creamy, warm, buttery vanilla, whatever the hell they're putting in there. Triggers, it activates some sort of dopamine pleasures. I did the stairs in this heat. That's amazing. It's amazing. Your booty gonna get thick. You're gonna be happy. And then you have a thick booty. I went perfume shopping last night after work. What a sad experience. So many teenagers and everything new I tried smells the same. I've been finding myself browsing vintage online more these days. I think it's a good idea to at least know about the classics. Whether you want to wear them or enjoy them or not, it's a different story. If you're just wearing modern Gourmands, but at least know the classics. At least know what they are and what they mean, what they smell like. Dan says, I have a bag full of gummies I wish I could give you. I get them for free because my boss has another coffee shop business. Yeah, I wish you can give them to me too. Alyssa says I was sweating my titties off. Oh, here we go. His most addictive MFK is Grand Soir to me. I swear DHP 25 reminded me of aroma chemical base of Armani Code 2020. Yeah, it reminded me of Jean-Paul Gaultier too. Do you think MFK is as good quality as Louis Vuitton? I would say they're kind of similar. Very clean. They have a very clean aesthetic. Oh, he says, as I type my comment about teenagers and new stuff bad, I realize I sound 100. You sound like Ois. You sound like Ois. Everybody has their viewpoint on their reality. And sometimes we judge that viewpoint or we give it meaning, but you have your place. I just try it, like lately, the things that I smell, I try to enjoy them and appreciate them for what they are instead of like comparing them to like all my old favorites, or because that really takes, you really lose out on a lot of things when you start comparing and judging, and you know, I know I used to do that a lot. I think it would be just like to make myself feel safer, you know? I feel safe. I'm not even exaggerating. I smelled Ombre Nomad on my jacket for over 8 days. It's worth every penny. I mean, if you put priority on longevity and all that stuff. if longevity and performance is your jam. Often Flick says, I kind of don't even want that crazy to longevity anymore. I prefer to wear 2 to 3 different scents, different perfumes a day. Comparison is the thief of all joy. Any more collabs with Christo? Missed those. Thoroughly enjoyed the Rose and Queer one. Yeah, Rose and Queer was one of my favorite videos too. I think it was like one of our last ones. Not exactly our last one, but like close. Rose and Queer was one of my favorites too. I was really unfucking hinged back then and uncuffed, and I was just like speaking verbal diarrhea. Yeah, it was good. The ones on the picnic table by the river, I always enjoyed those. To each their own. That's why we have millions of perfumes. Yeah, everybody's allowed to pick for themselves what they like. That's the best way to go about it, is find what works for you, which will be different for all of us. And then we can just all sit here on a live stream and complain about it and argue and fight and can't make up my mind. Creed Neroli Sauvage 100 ml versus Frederic Malle Cologne Indelible for 40 plus man. I don't know Neroli Sauvage. What do you guys say? Creed Neroli Sauvage or Frederic Malle Cologne Indelible? I would say Dior Sauvage. My battery's starting to go. And my screen is about to die. And we are at 1%.